Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to our next class, that is your SA 710. SA 710 talks about comparative information, corresponding figures, and comparative financial. So this lecture will be purely in English. So this is our second last essay 710, and then we are done with essay 720. Okay, so what is your comparative information? Comparative information is your amounts and disclosures included in the financial statements in respect of one or more prior periods in accordance with financial reporting framework. So for example, our financial statements are for the year 2022. Now, if they are for the year 2022, you will also have to include financial information from prior period, that is from 2021, 2020. Now, why is this important? So that people are able to understand that what were the figures last year and what are the figures this year. People will be able to compare information that we are providing in your financial statements. Okay, so these are amounts and disclosures both included in financial statement in respect of one or more prior periods, that is your older periods, in accordance with your financial reporting framework. Okay, now what is your corresponding figures? Corresponding figures are comparative information where amounts and other disclosures for the prior period are included as an integral part of the current period financial statements and are intended to be read only in relation to current period. Okay, and what is your comparative financial statement? So comparative information where amounts and other disclosures for again prior period are included for comparison with financial statements of current period, but if audited are referred to an auditor's opinion. That is, if my prior period information has also been audited, then we will mention this in the audit opinion. Okay, so now what are your audit procedures? So audit procedures, number one, you will have to determine whether financial statements include comparative information as it is required by your financial reporting framework. That is, whatever my financial reporting framework has defined, is that included or not, and whether such information is classified appropriately. Okay, now what is next? Second is evaluate whether comparative information agrees with amounts and other disclosures presented in prior periods. Whether comparative information agrees with the amounts and other disclosure presented in the prior period, that is whatever we had presented earlier, is that are do they both correspond to each other or not. Second is whether accounting policies reflected in the comparative information are consistent with those applied in the current period. That is, whatever policies, whatever accounting policies or procedures I had used in my prior period, whether these are the same or not in the current period also. Third, doubt over existence of material misstatement. If you feel that there are any material misstatement, you will perform additional audit procedures to obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence to determine existence of material misstatement. Okay, and next is obtain written representation from management to reaffirm that written representation previously made with respect to prior period remain appropriate. Since in these current financial statements you are also putting prior period information, so you will have to obtain written representation from management that was written representation that you had provided earlier as per SA 580, is that is still relevant or not, that is still applicable or not. So you will have to get a different written representation for that. Okay, now next is your audit reporting. How do you report? So audit reporting is first of all comparative financial statements. Okay, so comparative financial statements audit opinion to refer to each period for which are presented and on which opinion is expressed. That is, if my comparative financial statements has prior period information also, so my audit opinion will refer to each period for which these are presented on and on which the opinion is expressed. If opinion on prior period financial statements are expressed in current period differ from the opinion expressed in the relevant prior period, that is, for example, in the prior period my opinion was something else, and when in the current period I have also audited the prior period items. If in such a case my opinion on the prior period items are different, that is what opinion I had given in the prior period versus what opinion I'm giving now in the current period, if both of them are different, so you will have to give a reason for difference in the other matter paragraph. The other matter paragraph we have already studied in the previous video. Okay, so in the other matter paragraph you will have to give reason as to why there is a change in opinion in both the periods regarding the same information. Okay, so this has to be, remember, this has to be put in your other matters paragraph. Okay, now next is your, so we are done with comparative financial statement. Next is your corresponding figures. The audit opinion is not to refer to corresponding figures except, audit opinion will not be referring to the corresponding figures except, that is in these cases it will be, your audit opinion will be dependent on these, that is auditor's report in prior period financial statements was modified, that is previously in the prior period it was modified and subject matter is still unresolved, that is it has not been corrected. So you will modify the current audit report also, that usually my prior period items will have no effect, but in case my previous audit report was modified and that the reason why it was modified that has still not been corrected, so I will modify my current audit report also. Why? Because my previous audit report has been unmodified and it has not been corrected. Okay, so if it is still unresolved, you will modify the current audit report also. And next is, if the auditor obtains audit evidence with respect to existence of material misstatement. If the auditor obtains any audit evidence that there was any material misstatement in the prior period on which unmodified opinion was issued. Now here is the issue, that is there are misstatements but my report was issued unmodified, that is it was missed in the audit in the prior period. In such a case you will have to express a qualified or an adverse opinion on the current financial statements. Because why? Because my previous audit report actually had misstatements but it was not identified, or for whatever reason it was not reported. So in such a case you will give a qualified or an adverse opinion on the current financial statements with respect to corresponding figures if misstatement has not been dealt as required with your applicable financial reporting framework. Got it? So in these two cases, based on my corresponding figures of my past periods, my current audit report will also be modified. Okay. If my prior period financial statements were audited by another auditor, if my prior period financial statements were audited by some other auditor, in such a case, the audit report to also contain an others matter paragraph stating that financial statements of prior period were audited by a predecessor auditor. Basically, you are saying कि boss, the previous report was not audited by me. I am using the corresponding figures, but it was not audited by me. You will have to tell them that this report was actually audited by some other auditor. You will also have to tell them the type of opinion expressed, that is what that auditor has expressed and the date of that report, so that if anybody wants to go, they can look for that report. If my prior period financial statements are unaudited, so in this case it was audited by some other person, in this case it was not audited at all, so you'll have to include an other matter paragraph. Where would you place the other matter paragraph? It is after the key audit matter paragraph. If you have not watched that video, watch our video. Okay, so include in the other matter paragraph that the corresponding financial statements are unaudited. Okay, but this does not relieve the auditor from need to obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence that my opening balances do not contain misstatement. Okay, so we have also done initial audit engagement with regards to opening balances. So it is still the auditor responsibility that my opening balances are not misstatement, are not misstated, and they will not have any potential effect that will affect my current financial statements. Okay, so it will still be the auditor's responsibility with regards to my opening figures. Okay, and next is with regards to division of responsibility, that is the last part of our essay. So your principal auditor would not be responsible with respect to work entrusted to any other auditor. Okay, so in such a case, if the work has been divided, if the work has been given to other auditor, in such a case he will not be responsible for his work except in circumstances which should have aroused his suspicion about the reliability of work performed by other auditor. If during the audit he came across some evidence or something which he felt that boss, maybe my other auditor has not been doing his work properly, or there is some issue in his work, in such a case, only in such a case, when there was any uncertainty, or where he felt that boss something is fishy, only in such a case he will be responsible, otherwise he will not be responsible. Okay, and next is when the principal auditor has to base opinion on financial information of an entity as a whole. When the principal auditor has to give an information of the whole entity, in such a case, relying upon statements and reports of other auditor, his report should clearly state the division of responsibility for financial information. That boss, even though I'm providing the opinion on the whole financial statements, our work was actually divided between me and any other auditor. This has to be clearly put in the report. Okay, and with this we are done with essay 710, and I will see you in the next class.